Chidi, from right here. First of all, congratulations on the win. I guess how's this whole experience been for you? Because everyone keeps talking about Joel stepping up on short notice, but you also had to kind of switch up your game plan, I'm sure, and prep. So, just how's camp been, and then compare it to like how the fight actually played out from expectations.
Yeah, the experience has been crazy, man. Like going from fighting Jeff Neal, was he 5'10", southpaw, to a 6'3". So it's been crazy. Like I haven't even I didn't even get a chance to watch any tape on Joel. I just kind of figured if I just stick to my game plan, then I can pull off the fight.
And even the commentary was very shocked that Joel he kept the fight kind of fighting at your pace. It seems like he was just fighting the perfect fight for you. Were you surprised that at some point he didn't try to like either close the gap or clinch up or do all this kind of grappling that we've seen him do?
Honestly, I like I said, I didn't watch any film on him, so I knew he was good. I saw his record; it spoke for itself. But so I didn't even know what he was going to attempt to do. I didn't know what he's done in the past, so I wasn't really shocked by anything. I just kind of went off what my coaches told me to do, and we stuck to our game plan, and it worked out.
He was at one time one of the bigger lightweights. You fought it all the way up at middleweight. Did the size difference did you feel that in there?
Maybe after a couple of punches that he hit me with, I was like, he doesn't hit as hard as I expected him to. And that might be because he came from a lighter division. But, yeah, I didn't – we clinched up real briefly, so I didn't feel any of the strength or nothing like that. So just the height, it felt the same. It felt real similar. It felt like he was in my weight class. But besides that, I didn't feel anything.
The broadcast said between, I think, rounds 2 and 3 that his corner told him it was 1-1, and they were shocked that his corner thought it was tied. They thought it was pretty clearly 2-0 you. What do you think they saw in there that they thought maybe it would be 1-1?
Honestly, I don't know. Because I didn't know if I was winning either. I didn't know how close the fight was. I just heard the crowd booing. I'm like, this has got to be a terrible fight. Like, they booed from bell to bell. I was like, man, we're trashing this. But, yeah, I don't know what the corner saw. I know he hit me a few times, and maybe they thought that he was getting the better shots, but I thought I was landing a lot of the cleaner stuff.
Then you brought it up. What is it like being in there, in a fist fight, but I guess the crowd isn't liking what they see in there?
It was crazy to me because it's like we're doing the striking part. Isn't that what y'all enjoy? Yeah. Then again, it is Philly, bro. Y'all are just, this crowd out here.
Yeah, they're just rude.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's how they were raised. To just boo. They booed Herb Dean. This is like, well, what the?
They booed Santa Claus back then.
Like, I don't get it. But it is what it is. Maybe they just wanted to see bigger shots, more knockouts. And it is what it is. I'm just glad I got the win.
And I guess, what do you want next for your career? Do you want to stay active? Do you want to get back in there relatively quickly? Do you want to rebook the Jeff Neal fight? I guess if it was up to you, what would you like?
Jeff Neal would be cool. I think that was in the direction of the top 15, But Joel is one of those opponents. I think maybe if he would have beaten me, then he probably would have got a top 15 opponent after that. So we'll see what I get after this. I'm not really rushing into getting into a fight next. Like a lot of people know, I just lost my coach, Saxon Janjira. So I really just wanted time to actually feel that and let those emotions out and get that out the way, and then figure out what's next.
All right. Well, since you brought it up, was camp, I guess, I don't want to say a good distraction, but was it the distraction you needed to kind of put that aside for a bit, and now you can kind of focus on everything?
I don't. If I'm being completely honest with you, I couldn't even think about the fight. I didn't watch any tape on Joel. I was just thinking about Saxon. I was thinking about my coach the whole time. So I was just trusting my coaches. I was trusting Nick, Sergio, and my brother Anthony, and just taking their word for it. He's going to come out and try to do this to you. And I'm like, whatever you guys say, I'm just going to go out there and do it because I know Saxon would have wanted me to fight anyways. I was this close to pulling out of the fight. But I'm like, I could hear Saxon's voice in the back of my head, you better not pull out. And so I didn't even get a chance to even think about the rest of camp. I just was kind of going through the motions and just trusting that once the bell rang, I would snap into it.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right. at weigh-ins that morning? Like, you step on the scale, they say you're heavy. You look at your coach like, what is going on here? What went through your mind? Because that was like a wild few minutes right there.
It was crazy because, they make us weigh in on the digital scale in the back first. Then they double check and make sure you're on weight before you go out there. But if you're heavy, they know that you're heavy first. You go out there, weigh in, show everybody you're heavy, and then you go and cut. But I waited on the scale in the back with my underwear on, and I was on weight. And so they're like, all right, go out there and weigh yourself. And then I was a pound heavy. And so that's why I was looking at the commission. I didn't know what was going on. And they're like, you're going to have to cut. And I'm like, I'm not cutting anything, bro. I'm going to cut this motherfucker if he doesn't get his shit together. So I'm not cutting no more weight. But so that's where the confusion came from. So we went back, tried it again, came back, and then they messed with the scale. They put it on the right weight, and then I stepped on. And then it worked out, but luckily it worked out because I wasn't cutting.
Yeah, dude. So last one for me. Coming in on a two-fight losing streak, unfortunately, but snapping it and pretty nicely. Did you feel any added pressure coming into this one? And how do you feel now that that's kind of behind you and now you kind of have like a nice path forward?
Right. I think I kind of felt the pressure coming into it, and then especially with my opponents changing, I felt the pressure, and then it was like a game opponent like Joel. And then I was hearing stories that he was getting ready with Islam. I'm like, oh, shit, he's going to come out wrestling the hell out of me. And so there was a lot of pressure. But like I said, after my coach passed away, I wasn't thinking about anything. I was literally just going through the motions. And so, like, in a weird way, that kind of helped me not think so much about the fight. And it was like, just go out there and do what you know how to do. Thank you.
Hey, JD, congratulations on the win today. So you went down from middleweight to welterweight back in the day, or recently, and Joel has gone up to welterweight from lightweight. You said he was 6'2". Your original opponent Jeff Neal was 5'10". But were you kind of shocked being in the cage with him, thinking that that guy used to make lightweight by any chance?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dude's huge. Like, no way,
especially compared to you two at middleweight.
Yeah, because I'm barely making 170. Like, how are you making 55? What the fuck? But I didn't understand it. I don't get it.
All right, and then the other thing I wanted to say is 5 years ago you made your debut on the Contender Series. You fought on a bunch of fight nights. Tonight is your first night at on a numbered event. Just how did that feel, being a part of one of these? Well, we used to call them pay-per-views, but just being on a numbered event. How did it feel?
I guess ultimately it felt good, but for me, a fight's a fight. If I'm fighting in the alley somewhere, I'm still gonna have the same fucking nerves and pressure.
All right, thank you so much.
I would have on a big fight, so nothing really changed,
All right, thank you. That was my last.